Okay, Michael, the door has closed, so we should be good to get going. If you want to kick us off.
Oh yeah, alright, yeah, no problem. Hi Craig, it's Michael Corcoran here, it's good to see you again.
Hi Michael, very good. Yourself?
Not too bad, no thanks, yeah. Listen, how have you found camp over the last couple of weeks? Obviously you just got a couple of minutes off the bench against Japan. You'd be hoping for a bit more game time this weekend.
Yeah, camp has been really good in fairness. It's been I think we've been in 14 days now, and it's been class to be back in. All the lads are great, all the new lads have settled in very well, and obviously we got a good win on the weekend against a tough Japan side. And like you said, hoping for more minutes this weekend, and if I get the opportunity, I'm looking forward to it.
It's one of those things, isn't it, with the new fellas coming through. It's not that you're an old fellow by any stretch of the imagination, but it kind of keeps you on your toes, doesn't it, when you look at a player like Caelan Blade coming in, just in your own particular position, but there's loads more examples.
Yeah, 100%. Caelan's a great player. He's been playing very well for Connacht at the minute, and I think he's settled very well into camp as well. So obviously we're in competition with each other as well, but it's trying to push each other on and make each other better players as well, and add to the team as well. So yeah, I think he's settled in well, but hoping the competition stays the same as well.
And just the last question from me. I mean, you won your second cap against Japan at the weekend, but it's the first time you've played for Ireland in front of a crowd. It was also the first time that you wore an Ireland jersey at senior level in front of your parents. I mean, that must have been a really special occasion. Yeah,
it was great. I know there was only 3,000 people in there, but just a roar of a crowd again is so good. And we couldn't. We were so happy just to have a crowd in again. 3,000 was great, but hopefully the 6,000 this weekend. And like you said, playing in front of my parents. I actually had 10 people there. Somehow they managed to all get tickets. I had my two rugby mad cousins that are about 7 and 5, and I think the 7-year-old knew every single player on the pitch on Saturday. So it was great to have him in as well. But yeah, it's class to play in front of family, and hoping to do so again this weekend. You too, Mike. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Hi, Craig. So with all your family there and everything, and as the clock was ticking towards 8, were you thinking, am I going to get on at all? And how frustrating was that for you?
Yeah, no, I understood the situation, because obviously Chris went down fairly early with the head knock, and that wasn't nice to see, in fairness. And then Billy came into the team, and Joey moved to centre, so that was all quite weird. And then obviously with Jordo going off early with his injury, it's just about the team at that stage, and we wouldn't want to have seen a forward on the wing or playing with 14 men with 10 minutes to go against the Japan side. So obviously you want more minutes. I think every player wants to play as much as they can, but look, for the team's sake, it was the only thing that could have happened, and luckily we got the win and it paid off. So look, no complaints there, really.
Really, I know that one. In some ways, would you like Ireland? I mean, Japan played such an attractive brand of rugby. Would you love Ireland to play like Japan?
I think we're getting there, to be honest. I think we're starting to play an attractive style. I think we, under Faz, he's all about playing to the space early, whether that's kicking, whether that's passing, whether that's running. So it's up to us to take the opportunities that are given. Like, we scored 5 tries the weekend, and we easily could have scored 8, I think. So we've got to take the opportunities that we're given. But 5 tries against a tough Japan side is quite good, and I think you can see where we're going with the rugby that we're playing as well, to be honest.
And obviously, this weekend as well is such an important opportunity for you. And when you think of Conor Murray, what he's doing now, captaining the lines, I'm sure you'd like to take this opportunity and make life difficult for him whenever he goes back to Munster then.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, if I'm given the opportunity, I hope to grab it with both hands, to be honest, and stay in that position for the next few years. But like you said, it's class to see Murr over captaining the Lions. It's great for Ireland, it's great for Munster, and it's great for obviously him and his family as well. So it's a credit to the work he puts in. But yeah, exactly. Hoping to put the pressure on him this weekend as well.
Good luck, thanks.
Thanks, Sinead.
Hi lads. Dave, you could come in there.
Yeah, Craig. Hi, Dave Kelly from the Indo here. I just wanted, just in terms of trust to the coaches, in terms of what you bring to the team, what have they kind of asked you specifically to kind of bring in terms of that style and knitting the team together?
Yeah, obviously they want all of our scrum halves to be playing fast so that we can play to the space, like I said a few minutes ago early. So I think that's about it really. Obviously we're all brought into camp for a specific reason. We all have our point of differences, but I think it's about being yourself. Like the coaches are always onto us about just being ourselves, whether that's on the field or off the field. So obviously being myself, I like to play quick. I like to string out passes. So I think that fits in well with what the coaches want here as well. They all want the nines to be playing quick, get our forwards on top of other teams and play to the space early. So hopefully I can do that.
Yeah, I was down at a few of your games before Christmas during lockdown, when a lot of the Irish players were away, and there's some exciting stuff from the halfbacks, the way Munster were playing. But is there a difficulty, Mike was just talking about it there, in terms of whether it's offloading or, individuals trying to provide a spark, that it's all about balance, the risk versus reward, and that you don't want to, you want to have that spark but not go too far off program either. How difficult is that kind of balance to strike? Because I'm sure you'll be excited to make an impression, but you want to make sure you do it in a team element.
Yeah, 100%. I think obviously we're all keen to show our hand, but it's got to be in the team performance. You can't go off on your own and just try things that aren't on. Obviously, if things are on and you try them and they come off, great. If they're on and they don't come off, it was on. It was a good decision. It's just about going back to the training field and working on what you need to work on there. But I think, look, if it's on, we've got license to do it. It's all about making good decisions at a quick pace, I think, for me.
Hi Craig, how's it going? Just wondering, what goals did you set yourself for this camp, and is it all about just getting minutes on the pitch, or are there other ways you measure what a successful camp looks like?
I'm not sure really what goals I set coming into the camp. Obviously, you want to get minutes under the belt and learn as much as you can. Like being in international camp, obviously everyone judges thinking that it's the minutes on the field that's where you learn. But being in international camp, you're learning every day. Just being around top quality players, top quality management, you're learning off 4 or 5 brilliant staff every day on the training field, and then obviously the players around you. I've learned a lot off Jamo and obviously Blady as well. So it's been great to come in and learn at the end of the season, but obviously you want minutes on the field as well, and hopefully I get that on Saturday and show my hand within a team performance and we get a good win and I hopefully play well.
You mentioned your nines in camp, and what you pick up and learn from them. Generally speaking, are there other nines that you watch particularly closely in World Rugby to try to pick up bits to add to your game? And if so, who would be the players that you would look at in those kind of terms?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's 3 probably that I study quite a lot. Aaron Smith obviously is someone that I base my game off, and while also bringing stuff that I have into it as well. Dupont, obviously he's ripping up World Rugby at the minute, so I've studied him quite a lot. And then there's Faf de Klerk. So those 3, I've a bit of a rugby nerd, so I've a few playlists on them, watching their best clips, and then I'd watch them in the week of a game just to get the best practice into my head and get those things flowing in my head as well.
Thanks a lot. Best of luck.
Cheers, Grant. Thank you.
Just a final one from me. Hopefully you won't be jumping off a cliff like DuPont this week. In terms of your dad, obviously the folks were there at the weekend, and obviously he's your first and favourite coach. He didn't have much to maybe analyse at the weekend, but has he been chatting to you this week, or is he very excitable in terms of texting you, make sure you do this or that, or how is he in terms of a match week, or do you try and keep him away?
No, I definitely don't try and keep him away. Obviously he's been there since rugby week, since I was 4 years of age, and he was coaching me up until under 19, so I've a really, really strong rugby relationship with him. I'd go to him with anything I need, obviously, but obviously he doesn't know what's going on in camp either, so he can't tell me what to do with the game plan either, so he leaves that to me and obviously all the team. But obviously he just texts me. He's really proud. He was glad to get into the Aviva the other day and watch me sing the national anthem for the first time is what he texts me, so it's great to have him there, and hopefully he'll be there on Saturday as well.
just like normally, like say for Munster or whatever, would he talk to you after a game or around the breakfast table on a Monday? I mean, would he give a different kind of view or another kind of view, and you kind of absorb a little bit of that?
Yeah, definitely. Normally I sit down and watch the game with him the day after games, and he can give me his opinion on how I did and what I need to do better, because I've always went to him with those things, so that doesn't change.
It's all about it. Thank you.
Cheers, David.
Okay, lads, we might wrap it up there then. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, everyone.